Okay, hi, I'm Maria Emilia Bianchi, and today I'm gonna talk about the theme is anything real, activity 2. So the question was, do we or will we ever know true reality? My answer to that question is no. First of all, because we live in a reality that maybe is not real. How can we know it's real? It's our beliefs, our senses, our body that touches and think they're real. And maybe it is, but how can we prove that? So I can match that with phenomenon. So for this thing I said before, we can match it with the phenomenon side of you. Phenomenon draw a line between reality and the way the universe really is, and the phenomenon. And the phenomenon is that the world is filtered by our senses and by our brain, so and our bodies. So we can touch, we can smell, we can see, we can hear, but besides that, we cannot see if anything is true. So I'm gonna match this with the realism. The realism is what we think or what we think and what we believe that's happening. So I think that's the most reasonable way to think. So it's believing and trying to believe, because besides ourselves and others maybe, we know if we're true or if we exist. What I'm talking about, like, is the universe, how can we know that a universe, for example, is infinite? We don't know that, right? Because our minds, our brains cannot deduce that. We're not made up for knowing if the universe is infinite. So, as another example, I'm gonna add the case of the matrix defense. So, this is the case of a girl of 37 years old called Tana Lane Ansley in 2002. So, this was because she murdered her household, I think. So, she murdered her household, and for defense, she defended with a matrix defense, like the movie. So, she said that maybe we are not real, that maybe we are in a matrix, that we are introduced to a world that we maybe are not. Maybe it's just our imagination, a dream, or whatever. So she defended with that, and they let her free. I don't know why. And that's the opposite of the realism, as the video talked about. That's the pretty opposite, and the most common way is the realism, that she will go in jail, because maybe that's not a way to defend, but they let her free. So there's people that believe everything around them, it's all made from their mind, and that they are the only person, the only thing that exists, and everything around them, like this, it's a product of their imagination. And maybe it is. Maybe it's all product of our imagination, and we're dreaming of that. And that's called egocentric predicament. Okay, now I'm going to talk about my personal opinion and my answer to the question. I personally think that we're never gonna found, do we or will be ever real. Like, we're not gonna know if anything is real. And this is because we didn't have the capacity, I think we didn't have the capacity to know what's real and what's not. We have our senses, we have our brain, we have our imagination, but we didn't have the thinking that we can know that's real. Maybe we don't have any supplement, any object or anything that can help us to know this is real. We can have proofs or of the sound effect of a car, or whatever. We can have proof that this has sound, but because I hear it, how can I know that I'm not in a magic movie? Like, we're never gonna know that this is real or not. That's my answer. However, we might be in a real world.